Thank you for joining us this evening for News in Depth. I'm Rameshi Jairam with the details. First up, opposition and government meet but no agreement reached for elections. Let's take a look at this report.
Leader of the opposition Bara Jagdeo arrived this morning at the Ministry of the Presidency for his scheduled meeting with President David Granger. He told media operatives he decided to attend as a last resort to avoid a constitutional crisis, but he's not optimistic.
I suggested a date before the 30th of April, before the list expires. The President indicated that he's prepared to discuss a date, but that GCOM will have to be ready. So I said to him, clearly, you're the President of Guyana. You have a duty to uphold the Constitution of Guyana. GCOM is a creature of the Constitution. GCOM cannot override the Constitution, and therefore, unless we have a discussion on the date, I'm not prepared to move forward on any other issue on the agenda.
And President David Granger said there is no crisis. There are issues which have to be resolved, and most of those issues will depend on what he hears from GCOM.
Engagement this morning focused largely on the role of GCOM, because it is only GCOM, an independent agency, which could determine when elections will be held. The President or the Executive or any other body cannot intervene, cannot intrude, cannot interfere with the work of GCOM. So we have to allow GCOM to do its work. In that regard, the leader of the opposition was insistent that a date be set, a mission to determine what the needs are in terms of time and money. So the door is open. The leader of the opposition has agreed to meet again. The people of Guyana could be assured that we are working to ensure that elections are held, credible elections are held in as short a time as possible.
Mr. Jagdeo also mentioned that the President suggested a joint meeting with GCOM, to which he declined. House registration is off the cards as well, according to Jagdeo.
More news on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, man, I ain't gonna get lock up teeth in them big stinky 30-second boots. Plus, it gonna be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go on.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
Horse racing fans, get ready for the first annual Triple Crown Horse Race Meeting. 27 races, 2 different tracks with over $20 million in cash and prizes up for grabs. The first leg with runoff on Sunday 24th February at the Rising Sun Turf Club. The action continues on March 24th at the same venue for the second leg. And the final leg on April 21st at the Port Morant Turf Club. It's a Triple Crown Horse Race Meeting featuring the top horses and the jockeys. See and be there. Presented by Jumbo Jet Thoroughbred Horse Racing Committee.
Caribbean rice from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Caribbean rice, our people, our rice.
Former GRDB accountant remanded shortly after he was extradited from Canada. Here's Royston Drakes from inside the court.
A former Guyana Rice Development Board accountant was today hauled before the court, hours after he was extradited from Canada to face fraud charges here. Peter Ramcharan lost his extradition appeal in Canada and was put on the next flight to Guyana. Today, Ramcharan appeared before Chief Magistrate Anne McLennan, where he was hit with 39 fraud charges, totaling more than $414 million. There are reports that the funds were from the GRDB Petrocaribbean deal with Venezuela. The first 5 charges allege that between 2011 and 2015, Ramcharan, while being the accountant, of the Guyana Rice Development Board omitted to enter some $414 million into the GRDB ledger. He was then slapped with 17 more charges, along with former general manager of the Guyana Rice Development Board, Jainarain Singh, and his deputy, Mandalal Ramraj, for omitting the entries into the company account. The charges allege that Ramcharan omitted to enter the true entries of over $4.2 million into the company's ledger, knowing that it was contrary to the standing operating procedures between 2011 and 2012. He also faced another 17 charges, which read that Ramcharan, along with Singh and Ramraj, fraudulently took $5.1 million and used it for their own use. He lost his bail application, which was made by attorney-at-law Sayes Gunraj, which was objected to by SOCO's prosecutor, Patrice Henry. Henry argued that Ramcharan was a flight risk. For 2 years, Ramcharan was on the run in Canada, despite he was wanted by the police here.
The police have since made an arrest in the Bloomfield robbery beating incident. According to the commander of B Division, Paul Langevin, a male suspect was arrested on Monday and remains in custody. The suspect was arrested with a car that is believed was used to commit the crime. He will remain in custody as police pursue the others who were involved in attacking the family. Since the traumatic ordeal, the family of 3 moved out of their home and do not plan on moving back in anytime soon. Asif Owal, 25, who is an administrator at the Myra Curie Hospital, recalled that in the wee hours of Sunday morning, he was awakened by his wife who heard footsteps coming from their roof. Asif added that after the bandits gained entry into their home, he tried to secure his family in their bedroom, but was surprised to see a man pointing a gun at them. The family said they may never return to their home in Bloomfield because their son is unable to sleep there in the night. With that, we've come to the end of tonight's newscast. If you have a news story or tip, you can contact us on 698-2500, 666-4337, or 618-6533. You can also visit our website, www.rdproductiongy.com, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Royston Drake's Production for more details on these and other stories. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of News in Depth. I'm Ramesh Jairam saying goodnight.